Don't be hurt, Miss Mimi. It's okay. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your host, Drake, B. Drake, with Everything Culture, the podcast for all cultures, the podcast for the purpose. And this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, whenever you're listening to this, but if you're here with us live, welcome to Sunday Night Live, where we come together every Sunday evening. We chop it with our guests, our audience, our people, and we get to know what's going on in community, what's happening with y'all in the past week. We want to make sure to catch up what we've been up to as well, what we have coming up for the future. If this is a topic that you want to express yourself about on something, this is the best time to come. But if you'd like to be a guest on the show, hit us up on one of our socials. We're on the best is going to be IG or the TikTok. Okay. But we're also on Twitter. We got some other pages, but those two are the best way to hit us up. But how are y'all doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. And if you're new here, greetings. I am Drake. Once again, we started this podcast. Next month will be 7 years we've been doing this podcast. We started this podcast on the purpose of respect, communication, and consistency. It comes from in our mission statement comes to the words of Dr. Martin King Jr., which is he believed that men hate each other because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because of segregation. And because of segregation, we have miscommunication. To put it blunt, I got tired of hearing people spreading misinformation. People just yap talking. And not only that, me and one of my top partners, we still talk almost every single day. And we used to have debates about certain things, still, once again, from politics to sports to whatever. And one of the topics we were on was about Kaepernick. Was Kaepernick taking a knee? Once again, this is 7 years ago. He was against Kaepernick taking a knee. I was for Kaepernick taking a knee, and we would go back and forth on this almost every single morning. And he said, "Man, let's start a podcast." I'm like, "What's a podcast?" And I said, "Hey, if we go do it, we'll do it together. I'll pray over it, and we'll go forward from there." And look, we still here, baby. Everything culture still here, but we've interviewed over 1,000 guests, have plenty over way more episodes than just that. From talking about all different type of topics and discussions, and listening from people with lived, learned, professional experience. And it's your first time in here, welcome. If this is your 100th time in here, welcome again, welcome back. But yeah, how y'all doing? So thank you for the gifts, Renata. Hey, Mia, Blaze. I'm also streaming to IG. If you're on IG, say hi, hello. I usually don't stream. Let me know let me see if IG working. Look like man, my head look huge. Let me see. Are we live on? We may be live on IG now, but I wish they would kind of flip. I don't want to touch nothing, messing nothing up too much. I'm gonna try to see if I can do the what do you call it landscape. My head don't work well when we're doing the how do you say the camera, the vertical one. So I want to see if they can give it to me in the other feature because it's all face. It's all, but hey, still handsome. But yeah, so do y'all remember the homework I gave y'all last week? Hmm. Hmm. Y'all remember the homework? Is if y'all can't remember, it's okay. I'm gonna give y'all a clue. What makes y'all mad? What makes y'all angry? What are some of your triggers that anger you? Think about it. Think about it. IEPs make you angry, Renata? Ain't that what you all about? Ain't that what you about? That is unique. Let's see what I see IEPs. Man, well, I'm zoomed in. I'm gonna try to fix it. Let me try. Let me try. Let me edit. Yeah, here it won't let me do other than I have to keep portrait. Sucks. But hey, y'all get what y'all get right now. Hey, complicated how we doing? How we doing? Welcome in. And I wish it would show the comments. Let me see. Show comments on stage. Yeah, I think it's only showing the Facebook comments and the YouTube comments. People being obsessed with their ideologies and not even trying to understand others. Ooh, stubbornness. Mm, mm. You know, it once again that will for ignorance on today as well. People that chew with their mouth open will send me into rage. Dang. Me, is that simple? That simple? Well, it's something else made I peeped that something else made me angry this week. You know, what was it? You know, I already said stupidity upsets me, you know, like willful stupidity, like people going out the way just to be hateful and mean. Bullying, that's something I cannot stand. Like just being hurtful to others, that is something that aggravates the hell out of me. Okay, I see ignorance. All right, yes, yes, yes. Um, hating. Oh, you know, what is misophonia? Never heard of that before. Am I pronouncing correctly? I think I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I'm gonna say I'm pronouncing it correctly. Um, but yeah, once again, welcome in y'all first time being here. But let me tell you, we did a trip to New Orleans, and that was absolutely awesome. Okay, loved it. Had a great time. Took some great photos. Were able to absorb the culture. Speaking of, we got Jonathan. I should add Jonathan. Well, but the places to go, man. But yeah, it was a dope feeling, man. Got to absorb once again the culture. Went to, is it to be or uh, phone? Where we at? Where we at? Phone. We went to some art museums, some history museums, and I know when we chop it up, we kind of talk about we were talking about we could do some food reviews. When every place, what is it? Morrows, Morrows. Anything that had Morrows that was owned by Morrows, we were there. Okay. Every place hit. I ain't gonna spoil y'all with nothing right now, but yeah, it was good. Okay, okay. We went to Studio B, BE. That was dope. That was dope. And okay, okay. What is it called? Jam Nola. Had a great time in Jam Nola too. So if you ever go to the NO, we came in right after Mardi Gras. I'm not in the listen, I'm an old man, y'all. I'll be 40 this year. I'll be 40. I ain't knocking y'all going out there whooping and hollering, getting down, dropping it, getting severely inebriated. That ain't me no more. That ain't me no more. I be tired. I be real tired. Okay. But nevertheless, we had a good time. Walked the streets. We look good. Got hit with this cold snap this morning. Where did that come from? Where did that even come from? Why did it get so cold I did not bring clothing for that. We stayed at the oh my goodness. My memory just be so shot. What was the hotel we stayed at? It was right across from Caesars. It's where it's in the mall basically, right there, right next to it. But great hotel. West End. You stayed at the West End. Look, you know better than I know. We stayed at the West End, had no qualms with that. Real good food. Um, it was extremely convenient. Everywhere we wanted to go was right there. So we can just hop up and made a move and we were shaking. But what was happening? What else happened? Went to, of course, Caesars, hit the casino, won me a little something. Man, yeah, I don't understand. Y'all ever? I was feeling bad. I won. I ain't gonna tell y'all how much I won. That's none of y'all business. That's none of y'all business. But let me tell you, no matter how much I won, it was crazy to see somebody. 'Cause I went back this morning. I went back like at 8 o'clock, 8:30 or so, because I had a few chips that I wanted to put out there. Seeing somebody lose $3,000 before 10 a.m. is crazy. I don't care how bad your day is. Seeing somebody, listen, And so I don't think somebody maybe he got like nah. Me and this man wearing almost the same out. Me and this man in the same tax bracket, if that. And he came in like I could do a whole. I ain't got the energy or the intention tonight to talk about addictions, especially gambling addiction. But how do y'all gamble when y'all go to if y'all go to the casino or do anything? How like and Blaze asking it right where I'm getting at. How do y'all play? Y'all just got 3,000 to play with. I need to get my hustle up. No, that's the point, my brother. He did not have 3,000 to play with. He communicated that effectively. He came in with you okay. See, I came in with friends. I came in with $200 to play with. Okay. I only put 60 on the table and made it happen. Okay. I know my play money. That's what I said. I'm gonna have play money. Some people don't understand play money when it comes out of casino. They don't have a differentiation, you know. They don't understand that and that's dangerous. If you coming in a casino with the intentions to come up, no matter what, that's a problem. I believe it's not most likely it's not going to end well for you. Okay, I see my partner come in $0. Okay, nothing, nada. They gave him like a certificate, basically like 50 free, 30 to $53 to play with. I saw that man come up a good about 600. You just got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And to see this brother keep pulling out money, put more chip in, hundreds, leave, go to the ATM, come back, throw out more. Oof. That was a tough watch, y'all. That was a tough watch. I can't even hold you with that. I can't hold you with that. But overall, it's an experience. Okay. If y'all know any family members that's gambling or be out there, get them some help. Get them some help. Okay. It's real. It's real. Oh my goodness. Once again, thank y'all for the gifts. We appreciate it. Thank you, Renata, being. I see your number one up there. Okay. When it came down to the walking was cool. Well, we went to another little spot. I think it's owned by Nola. It was like an Asian little Japan. It was like an Asian. What was it? Asian black. It was also owned by Maros. Allegedly, his grandmother was. I don't want to say the wrong ethnicity or nationality that they claim, but yeah, hold on. I can definitely understand how someone can be addicted, but I know I can't listen. Addiction run in my family, so I know I got to be the example and cut it off. But every restaurant I went to was hidden. That one right there, it was one of the newer restaurants. They need to work on some things. They trying to cook. You know, I eat Asian food quite often, and I know my bow and all that. Yay, got to step it up a little bit on the Asian part, y'all. I know y'all trying to do that fusion. Y'all need to take a little bit more time on the other side, okay, to get that down right. Because that didn't taste right. It tastes right. I see what y'all gonna try. I ain't gonna knock y'all hustle, but you gotta step it up a little bit more, baby. Gotta step it up a little bit more. We went to oh my goodness, what's the name of it? Once again, let me look. I gotta go to my phone. I did not make my list. Listen, y'all. We just got back today. Turbulence was hell. When turbulence wake me out of my sleep, man, that is something different. What's the name of this spot? Now I know I took more pictures than this. Okay, the place we went to, they working on is called Song Chong. They need to work on Song Chong a little bit. Song Chong got to step it up a little bit more. All love, I ain't knocking y'all, but y'all got to do what you got to do. Oh, and Neo's. Oh my God, Neo's are hitting. Neo's had the best oysters in the city. I'm letting y'all know that. Oh my gosh. those charred oysters, Jesus Christ. Like very good, very good. Now walking in, one of the first things that was told to me was, and it was done by a person outside the culture. Should have known then, but he was like, man, you gotta get the reels. Get the reels. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, I've never had ribs in New Orleans. Maybe they may be hitting on something. They ain't. They ain't at all. You can get the same level of rib at an Applebee's or TGIF or TGI with TGI Fridays, whatever they call it. Man, horseshoes are hitting, drinks hitting, thighs hitting, but ribs don't get no ribs in New Orleans, y'all. I don't know about all the other places, but the place I went to was, I'm a Texan, bred, born, and raised. It's different. I should have known better. Yeah. Once again, it wasn't nasty, but it wasn't hyped up for what it was. You know, that's what upset me. I was like, I shouldn't listen to him. And I can't blame nobody but myself. But the oysters are hidden, though. The oysters are magnificent. Okay. Y'all drop in the chat. We go how many more minutes we got? I know I started late on here, but I always try to keep it busy. Make sure we show up time. Just heads up to our people that come in often. We may be switching back to Zoom. Let us know how y'all feeling, because listen, ever since we switched to StreamYard is, I love the way StreamYard is set up and how, look, we're able to go on IG, YouTube, Facebook, all at the same time. But you know, our folks gonna be jumping in, and I see you, Jada, and I just not seen you come in. And I see, because I saw you coming missing with kids being loud in general and dumb 304s. Oh, you don't like the dumb 304? I don't mind 304s, but I don't like anybody dumb. That's my thing. So I feel you. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, we may switch back to Zoom. We'll figure it out. Okay. And anybody, if anybody's on IG, let me know. Am I chopping up on IG a lot? Because I'm looking at IG, look like I'm all over. Can y'all hear me well? Cause look, friend, if it's not streaming well, why are we gonna stress about it? I just want to find the best way for us all to come together to communicate with one another. You did. And since TikTok and stepped their streaming game up by putting it with TikTok Live on the desktop with Mac, I can rock with it a little bit more. You feel me? But things I wanted to talk about. Get serious a little bit. We ain't gonna be on here too long, y'all. I just want to get y'all feedback and for y'all to hear my opinions and thoughts. I was gonna play the clip. Let me know if y'all need me to play the clip. But it comes around every 3 months or so. The diaspora wars, all right, where, you know, let's say Black Americans, African Americans, Americans descendants of slavery. What's the FDA? What the FDA stand for? Foundationally, what, Black Americans? FBA, yeah. All that come on. Then we have our Caribbean Black, our Latin Black, our European Black, our straight still in Africa, you know, motherland, Nigerian, Ethiopian, you know, I can keep doing. Some don't even call themselves Black. They consider themselves more on their nationality, whatever the case may be. That comes up about every 2 to 3 months, okay? And the one came up, and me being a creator, a person who has a podcast and been in here 7 years, got to claim it. Seeing people interviewing people that disrespect us. Now, I am a American descendant of slavery. Okay, I am African American. I'm Black. I'm Negro. Okay, whatever they didn't try to title us over the years we've been here, I'm that. I know my greater and greater ancestors, when we come into this, was kidnapped, brought to this land, and I do have ancestors that's indigenous as well, a part of my family as well. Okay. It's not, I got proof of it and people get mad about it, but I have my connections. But I know my connections are here to America. My grandfather served in World War II. I've been out and picked green beans and cotton with my grandparents when I was a little boy, and I was born in the 80s. My grandparents were born in 1918, both of them. All right, and I say all that to say this is this: I don't tolerate that whole you go disrespect my people, and I'm just gonna be cool with you. Okay, what's our mission statement again? What's our pillars? Respect is number one, communication, consistency. If you can't come, or if I can't come to you face to face or on these microphones and chop it up with you with the intention to have respect for you, and if or I don't feel like you respect me, I'm not going to engage in it. We're not going to have that. That is simple. We can have a differences of opinion. We can have a difference of faith and belief. We can have just, that's the point about having diversity. We can have that. I'm cool with that. But that you coming off disrespectful, no. If somebody's disrespected you before from my background and my culture, and you still salty about that, better deal with that somewhere else. You got to come here with respecting me and respecting what I'm talking about. And we can have a understanding, we can have some resolution. But that's what the majority of people, matter of fact, all the people I interview and chop it up with are adults. And if you still don't have the emotional intelligence to come to qualms, or come to a standard of communicating with someone and not to be nasty and mean, or if you don't understand when you're not, baby, move on. I'm not the platform for you. And coming back to that, it's disappointing because this woman went on somebody's platform. I don't listen to. If I can start another podcast, it would be the podcast who hate podcasts. Because listen, a lot of people should not have these microphones. A lot of people putting a lot of bull out here, but people like it. People eat it up. Because look, I'm talking about it now, and my main point of I'm not even gonna get mad at the woman. I'm disappointed of that being the clip that's still rolling out, and people will try to listen. But did they continue to interview with that woman, that individual? The woman called African Americans dirty African Americans for unprovoked. You know what I mean? And you know what? Because she's probably just a nasty, evil person to begin with. I think she tried to allude to, oh, I call everybody dirty. I do this, and that. Oh, she just disrespectful. But if that's the type of platform and if that's type of system you want to run, so be it. I can't engage with it. That don't do it for me. I guess I'm a little too serious about that. Oh, no, man. Let me see if I need to get the clip. Let me see if I can get the clip. And I'll put it on here. We'll try to do the clip. I'm a listen. Let me see. Can I do clips on here? Because they already be tripping on the brother on TikTok. They done limited my stuff anyway. And it's on TikTok. That's the thing. That's why I see it. I don't know how to listen. When I jump off the other side, I'm gonna try to jump on the top and see if I can get it going. What's up, Will? What's up, baby? Man, I'm just not seeing you coming. Well, if you're still in here, what's up, Mr. Wonders? Congratulations, man. Congratulations, my guy. But no, I know you're not in and out. I do them. If the live tripping, let me know. I was trying to make it a little bit better. Hello, Ashley. Ooh, Ashley Aaron. Damn. But yeah, Colin, the is a woman that called basically black people dirty. All just a collective. And to get that mindset is sad. But I used to kick with a lot of Nigerians back in the day in college, and I remember one of my homegirls. She brought one of her homegirls, a cousin that came to visit from the motherland. So if you know me, like really know me, I like to party. Okay, I used to like to get down. I don't like to do in the club thing because I think I talked about this last week. If you don't know, one of my best friends got shot and killed in front of me at a club. Like innocent bystander, could have been me, but great life taken. Okay, at the age of 17, and this outside a club, We had none. It was just basically some guys that I always used to fight with one another. You know, and the fighting they get tired of the fighting. Hey, what was my guy Blaze talking about? The Japan, I like that. That's why I resonate so well with that story. It get to a point, people get tired of fighting, and it gets to that next level. And unfortunately, here we are. You know, that's what happened. But it ain't the wrong people get hit. But nevertheless, when by the time I made it to college, I was done with clubs. Still don't like going to clubs. Okay, even the old people club. You maybe like the Red Rooster, something super old where them folks ain't got no time to even do nothing like that. They've matured a lot more. But I used to throw a lot of house parties though. I used to go to house parties and going to U of H and things of that nature, get things cracking. But long story short, people come to my crib, we drinking. They knew we go get some things to pull up. So many of us, man. That's what I tell people. So many of us. It's why it's hey, that's a conversation for another day, man. But when I tell people I am a great host, people come through. You can sip, you can drink. I'm cooking barbecue. You doing? I wasn't cooking briskets back then, but I was still cooking barbecue. But you gonna have a good time with the Drakes, okay? Have a good time over Drake's at crib, okay? But she brought her homegirl over, cool, no problem. I knew her other homegirl before, and it's good vibes. Homegirl come over and she like, ugh, I hate it over here in America. It's just so dirty, it's so nasty. This, and that. It's so beautiful where I'm from. I'm like, that's weird. Like once again, I'm over here. We grilling. Y'all want some to drink, shots. Which y'all good, everybody. But it's just one homegirl that came over there with the negative energy, man. Super just bringing everything down to a point where I was like, hey, man, what's all this? Oh, I'm just saying, just be pretty. But now you've been all this riff-raff bargain for this. You obviously want some attention. Let's give you some attention that you want now. Okay. And that's why I learned she tried to use the term akata. And kata was supposed to it's a derogatory term. And once again, this is like in 2008. Okay, take me back. Akata is a derogatory term from African, some countries use it. Basically, it means slave blood, but it's almost like the N-word in their term. And I tell people all the time, words is not all. I don't trip about the word all the time. I trip about the intent because your intent is to be disrespectful. So when I'm peeping at, oh, she just trying to come on, she tell me breaking down Akata, like we just believe that. But whatever, I don't know what she was on, but at the end of the day, let me see, I'm on IG and I got some people, I got professionals behind follow me on here. Young woman, you have to go. Let me use that terminology. You have to go. You have to go now. Out my house. This American, this African descendant. I celebrate Juneteenth. Been celebrating Juneteenth. And used to tell people all the time, people used to try to shame me for celebrating Juneteenth, black people, because they just felt because our ancestors experienced slavery, forceful slavery, lost their lives, but continued to fight and survive, that they try to make it seem like we're weaker, which is crazy to me, but that is the system of slavery. That's the systematic mindset of slavery, of continued oppression, continued racism. Okay. That is very intentional. So how dare you step into someone's home that is feeding you, that's providing you libations, that's treating you carefully and treating you with respect, and you be so disrespectful and so unkind and then so ignorant they don't think they could put you out their humble abode. You gotta go. Apologize to my homegirl. And I told her y'all can stay, but she has to go now. She cannot be up here. Well, and I said, you ain't gotta say nothing else. And I was like, one of them things, leave before I get somebody to put their hands on you. Now, you gotta get now you only gotta get out my apartment. We in some condos. Very nice, by the way, back for the age I was at 21, 22. You got to get in my apartment and you got to get outside the gate. You on Third Ward now. Have fun. I don't care how you get there, but you got to go because you put this up for yourself. That's how you set a boundary. You feel me? I ain't got to put my hands on you, but I know somebody that can put their hands on you. If you was a man, I would that would have been handled a long time ago. But we have to set boundaries. We have to make sure people respect us, especially we giving out respect. I tell people all the time, y'all heard the mission statement. Y'all know about the pillars, but do y'all be paying attention to the fine print? We have to fuck you up if you keep trying. Okay. If y'all didn't know that, know that. Don't think everybody talk about Martin Luther King like he didn't throw hands. Like, listen, peaceful protest. But if you come outside of that, try to lead with love, but it's a limit to everybody. And I hate that we have to be that way because we're stronger together. R.I.P. Jesse Jackson. Oh, I tried to repost his clip from Watt Stacks and they blocked that quick. But we are so much stronger together. We are better united. The mindset is to keep us divided. I was looking at videos about the Zulu parade. And I saw at the end, I don't know if it's just an annual thing. They always fight with one another. They had to have something about battling. I have to do more history about that. But that's a way, if you talk to some more native indigenous people here on this continent, that's how we became oppressed. That's how we became colonized. They saw that we fought one another and they stuck together to keep us separated. Well, I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just sharing that's something y'all can peep yourselves too. Going back to, I've talked about this on this platform for 7 years now. Black people, African Americans, American descendants of slavery. I don't know if you even claim foundational Black American. We are the most hated people, most disrespected people, but the most talented, the most caring, the most intelligent and fighting people that you can have. The way we persevered. If you name the hottest artist that's out, the creations. When I say creations, the inventions, the amount of inventions, the amount of food that has been stolen from us and said that we can't do nothing. It's just baffling, but it's not baffling when if you know your history that it's supposed to be this way, because that is the system of racism. Is to gaslight and have you believe that you're not worth what you are, that you're not to recognize how amazing you are, and to trick the world that you shouldn't be respected. You know, and it is so clearly still happening today. This is it. You know how many books I've read and I continue to read, and the same thing I'm saying right now has been said hundreds of years ago, decades ago. It's like it's here. It's so well documented, but we're still acting on it. That's what be blowing me. But I just got to keep surviving, going forward and forward. I tell people to read The Color Purple. Read it, not watch it. Read it. It's a lot of stuff in there. I talk about Watt Stacks with Jesse Jackson and Richard Pryor and Shaka Khan and all these, like having a performance and the same dumb dating conversations that we have today, they were having back then in the 60s. It's like when we go grow out of this, man. But if that's our way of entertainment, or that's just our sin, that's our behavior, that's our fault of man, so be it. You know, we just got. I'm gonna still love my people. I still gonna want the best of my people, and I still gotta lead by example. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not without flaw. I'm not without issue. But I just want to be mindful to these things as well. But yeah, there's one that I hope, you know, once again, I still laugh when people are trying to say Black people did not create hip hop or rap, bitch. Oh, excuse my language. Like, what? y'all, y'all go, like, listen, where I don't like everything Paul Mooney used to do, but man, Paul Mooney hit so many things on the nose, boy. So many things on the nose. Like, you can steal that from us too. Like, people legit want to people want to steal our struggle as well. And I'm gonna say this because even with that mindset of Akata that people think because they shame us for slave blood, and then like I understand why some people don't like FBA. 'Cause I don't like everything they stand for, but I know why what they're standing for. And for people don't, and then when we talk about reparations, 'cause I saw somebody talk about reparations recently, and why reparations should not only go to Americans descendants of slavery, Black Americans, African Americans, foundational people, or Black Americans, whatever you want to say that is. And that's when they're trying to find identification. It should go to all of them just because they're from. That's like the most scamming thing I ever heard. You want to disrespect us and shame us for what our ancestors went through, then you want to reap the benefit of what I ain't that just that's I honestly believe that's part of the American dream is to treat Black people less. That I honestly believe that because once again, if you know the one of the foundation parts of America is how to treatment of Black people. And I once again, this is everything culture. I want to learn other cultures. I want to have a growth and respect for other cultures as well. But I am not a fool. And I want to be mindful when I tell people it's okay to gather, but it's okay to separate as well. Because just because I separate don't mean I hate you or I want less for you. But just like I feel like with men and women, I believe we should be able to congregate one another and go our separate ways and still build. That's how unity works. We all ain't got to play the same position, but we all can go forward. Hey, she's simply haven't seen you forever. And you feel me, Blaze, man? It's just the trick, but it's to keep us fighting. Because once we start fighting with one another, they got a leg up. Once when we start that little like this in a household, in a friendship, when they can, man, what's old boy name? Dang, I am so mad. What's the disciple that sold out Jesus for some shekels? I'm so mad. I should know this. I know this. It's just I can't think of the name right now. Yeah, Paul was the one that was whipping out the sword everywhere. Then Judas. Okay. Judas. Judas is the best example. Separate your people. You can be unified and you can be strong. But we just gotta find a little that weak link. And I'm gonna say, like, don't forget with Judas. Judas sold out Jesus over basically. I'm gonna say just $150. Your main partner said you out for something small, and then when he realized he sold his partner out, not only his partner, his Messiah, his Lord, his Savior. That's not just your partner. You know what I mean? He tried to give the money back, and they looked at him like, "Man, we don't want that. Sorry, we don't want that. You crazy? We would never do what you did." To the point that he went out and yeah. And I'm just chopping up right now. Thank you, Jaya. Thank you. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna slide on out because I was gonna talk about this too. I kind of touched on it a little bit. I'm gonna touch on two more things, and we go. One, Brorilla, Glorilla sister. That's that whole mindset. I'm seeing another. I saw allegedly another one. Her sister step up and trying to say she wasn't doing nothing for them too, because she's seeing how successful the other hating ass sibling is being now. Damn, you got a platform another negative person. Why, boy? That's crazy to me. Y'all got to stop giving attention to the wrong people. But y'all ain't gonna stop. Listen, love and hip hop. Love and hip hop. What's the other one? Jocelyn Cabaret. Hell, what's all the mother fight ones? Anything on Zeus? Appreciate you joining the fan club, baby. Hey, Pinky. All those things are successful because people hate me. People love misery. People go to NASCAR for the crashes, not for the W's, not for the race itself. They go there to see the crash. And people love negativity. People love seeing that stuff crash out, and they go support it. Look, I'm gonna say this. You can see, I hate fighting videos. I hate fighting videos, but they are everywhere. It's the internet, you know. But this is what I hate about fighting videos, and I hate about just because I've seen so much violence in life, but I hate seeing that in the community because it happens like this. You see it boiling up, you see it cooking, you see it coming. Somebody like, hey, get them out my face. Hey, stop that. Hey, quit. Get your people. You're getting all these different warnings left and right. But I'll be caught in between for real. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, and that's human nature. Cause my flaw on the other side, you know, hey, my flaw is like, if I see something, I don't be like, but that's me. So like once again, everybody, that just ain't my cup of tea. I ain't on no Diddy, but at the end of the day, I prefer caring and love over just the obvious violence. And I'm gonna be clear about this too. I'm not saying I don't believe in violence. Violence should be used appropriately at the right times when necessary, when it's like nowhere else to go. And that goes back to that point I'm making. Seeing a lot of this stuff, people be giving warnings like, hey, move, stop, chill. And nobody do nothing. But when it pops off, everybody's screaming for help. What happened to the preventative measures? What happened for us to stop? Why didn't we stop and pull the person off? Man, I heard side note again. I heard Shia LaBeouf, he was out there clowning. Mardi Gras on bourbon all over. They say, yeah, I got so many stories when I was in Ubers and walking around, people saying they ran into him. And I don't say this too. Why y'all fucking with him? People said left and right to say, I'll be trying to antagonize and piss him off, this and that. And one of the Ubers, he was a cool Uber though, but he was like, yeah, I saw him out talking noise soon, this and that. And if somebody go yell and repeat what I said, trying to get his attention. And even the Uber caught himself that he would realize he didn't want that smoke. I like, yeah, why are you messing with him? I like Shia LaBeouf. I think he come from a throw background and things of that nature, and he's just being him, and he's just tired of faking it because I remember him saying back in the day, his daddy was thrown off. Sooner or later, they're gonna reach you too, bucko. That's just how life goes, you know. But if you going out and people antagonizing you, testing your gangster, sooner or later you go have to give them a pop quiz. You feel me? That's what it go be. But I just hope everything best. I don't hope nothing too bad happened to him. But because when you saw him swinging, throwing punches at people and then getting jumped, they were messing with him initially. You feel me, Renata? They were really rocking with him. And you know, he ain't no punk. He ain't gonna stay inside all the time, but he ain't trying to, you know, he's trying to enjoy himself and, you know, go out. But yeah, we start platforming people. But and that's the last thing. I'm gonna make a TikTok about this when I jump off a live tonight too. But men, fellas, gentlemen, we got to recognize our privilege. Okay, I took time. I had to recognize mine today. I always take time and recognize my privilege. I'm letting y'all know that too. It's not like I said, this is my first time recognizing I have male privilege, and I think it's important for us to say these type of things because it's not only male privilege. I have black, strong, big male privilege. Something I do, and I recognize because I was with wifey today. I fall asleep in Ubers. And I'm talking about sleep. I be knocked out to the point where I wake up, okay, we're here. You know, that is dangerous. That is so dangerous. I ain't trying to wake up one day somebody else got my clothes on, you know, and I'm hand tied to something, you know. But I didn't fall asleep like by myself several times while they driving me to the crib. And listen, people be thinking the drive ain't even long. I grew up I think my parents used to drive me in the car when I was a baby or something like that to put me to sleep. And it's just stuck with that. If I'm in anybody's car, we could be headed to the club, headed to a party, anything of that nature. You put me in that back seat, I ain't drop out of there. Ask my auntie. Ask my partners. Like, if you ain't talking and we ain't really hyping up nothing, like, I'll be in that thing. If you see me lean on that window, like, you gonna have I go to sleep quick. But that's a privilege of, because I start thinking, if my wife or one of my female family members, or even one of my smaller male family members, if I find out they getting Ubers and falling asleep, I'll be so mad. I'll be so upset. You feel me, Denise? Because that's dangerous. But I do it because not only that I'm a male, but I'm a bigger male too. You will take, if you trying to get me, you gonna have to have 2 to 3 people to take me down. Okay. Even when they were talking the whole joke, talking I have to bench amount of a certain amount because you never want to be caught up when somebody holding you down and for something else. Yeah, you gonna have to have about 3 to 4. I ain't two ain't just gonna do it for me. I hope pray to God I never have to deal with this situation, Lord Jesus. But yeah, it's one of them things. But at the same time, I sight see when I'm in the passenger seat. I sight sleep the back of these eyelids. That's what I sight see. I am out of there. Listen, I'm sleepy talking about riding in the back of the car. But yeah, that's something to be mindful of. But nah, this has been fun. And I just want to, once again, next Sunday, I'm going to do a lot of work this week. I'm planning to see if we could keep StreamYard. See, I would love y'all to let me know. But like, if you ain't joined the board, what is it called on TikTok? Where if you go to my profile and scroll, you see we can join a bulletin board. Yeah, you can join the bulletin board. And we try to be active. You'll be first to know when we do posts. Do y'all listen? I was gonna kick people out the bulletin board. Why? Listen, I be thinking maybe y'all don't see my stuff. Okay, I'm getting close to the camera. I know it's crazy on IG. Y'all probably just see my eyes right now. I wanted to ask, 1, why do people follow me? 2, why do you follow and join a bulletin board? And then I know you see my shit now. It tells me when 8 people see my video or see that I've posted. Why I ain't got no 8 likes? I got 2. Is it me? Is it more? I don't like, listen, if I see Blaze, if I see your stuff, I'm gonna like your stuff, I'm gonna leave a comment, I'm gonna share, I don't put them on my pro story. I do this with people who I actually like. If y'all don't like my content, don't follow me, probably. You know how many people that I unfollow because they ain't talking about nothing? Please, hey, if I find out you start posting nothing but your kids, baby, I do not want to follow you for your children. I'll boo the children's choir. Why do you think I'm gonna follow you for your children? No. You don't try to hit me with the okado. You posting yourself, you talking about stuff, and then you get bored. Now you posting your children, and they all got your camera running around. Block. I ain't gonna block you. I don't follow you though. Listen, I don't see you on FYP. I have to go to your page to see content. Go to the bulletin board or come to my page. Listen, I go to my stuff like, okay, I would go look for people that I like because I realized they were doing that same thing that y'all do to me. But when people come to me and like saying that, like, I don't see you, man. You ain't putting enough motherfucking effort, damn it. I'm making excuses. Cause I ain't paying TikTok. Look at me. I ain't paying y'all nothing for y'all to share the basically just for me to be me. I go out here on the corner. I'll be like J. Cole and I sell this knowledge in the streets before I start paying y'all. Cause y'all already try to listen. That's why I'm not listen. I am not a corporate guy. Not with this. I know my worth. Going back to the whole point. We'll talk. We're talking about people dating the other day. I hate talking about dating. People don't want people to respect people's worth. If you know somebody you like and you enjoy them and spend time with them. Shout out to my folks. But listen, I got people that be rocking with me. They know how to find me. Listen, and you ain't got listen. If I say something you don't like, I see you, Jay. Let me read. If I say something you don't like, you ain't gotta like it. It's okay. But when people, I ain't seen you forever. Yes, man. Yeah, be okay. Okay. I'm gonna go look for people. Listen, I got one girl. She funny. She ain't even got a lot of followers. She got less than maybe 500 followers, but she be having me rolling. I think she said, well, I think she said she got like 8, 9 kids. How you so small with all them kids, lady? But I digress. I be one to still fool. But all y'all, we've had fun. I enjoy y'all. Make sure to like, share, comment. Make sure to leave a comment on YouTube. Shout us out on IG. Just engage, If you like what you're seeing, you like what you're hearing. I ain't no weirdo. Please don't if you a weirdo, don't be weird with me. I'm not the one. I am not the one, man. Okay. I'll be once again respectful. I say all that, but see, it's not even a fine line. People just be doing backflips over that thick ass line. They just it'd be support. That's a whole nother 30 minutes. I want to get into that. Don't be a weirdo. Don't be a weirdo in life. Okay, that is not the business. But y'all, I want to say we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Website is still down. Okay, website is still down. I don't know when I want to bring it back again. If you're looking for merchandise, let me know. We'll put something together. But I want to say y'all are awesome. Y'all are beautiful. I hope y'all have a great day. New episode coming soon. Make sure to check out the most recent one as well. And yeah, we'll chop it up with y'all later. Good night. Peace.